Hi there, lovely. This is Nicole Elissa. I'm a transformational love coach for women all over the world who are willing, excited, committed to have their best love life, the one that they've always dreamed of since they were little kids. And I'm a strong believer in you can have that. And it's up to you to truly create it. So I hope you enjoy this video and the other videos that I have on my channel to truly support you in creating that. As I said, I'm a transformational love coach, and I created an amazing video series called Attractive and Empowered Women Love. Today's video is all about really learning how to become unstuck in your love life. So if you feel like you are stuck attracting a certain type of man, a certain type of situation, and you're frustrated, I mean, you get things done all over in other places in your life, and you're wondering why is it that the same things that you do in other areas are not working in your love life. Let's say you feel like you're stuck attracting a certain type of man that is not good for you, a man that is lazy, a man that doesn't want to move forward in his life, or you're just seeing all these men that are just not showing up at the level of where not only you want to go, but like they don't want to move, right? So you find yourself either taking care of them or being so repelled by them that you just don't date at all, but secretly you really want love. So here's what I want to have said about that. If this might not be the situation that you're stuck in, and that's okay, I want you to think about the situation that you're stuck in. I'm going to explain to you in this video why you are attracting this type of man and how you can really effectively release it. In yesterday's video, I mentioned something about how when we didn't really fully feel the energy of being loved, nurtured, or accepted, or chosen for who we really are or were growing up, maybe it was from our parents, grandparents, school, kids, or first boyfriends or lovers, when you can have repetitive experiences like that and you start forming a judgment of the world and of the world around you or people around you, and you make it mean something about yourself, what that does is that it affects your sense of well-being in a way. So you can be very successful in your career, in your business, in your health. I want you to really get this. It's just that love, because it's an area that we have not been taught how to effectively grow in, and we've been taught a lot of scarcity mindset tricks around it, like how to keep a man under control and that kind of thing, and play games with men. I don't believe in none of those things. Those are things of the ego. So we haven't really been taught like a holistic and whole way of truly embodying an energy of worthiness and love and deservedness, especially as women. We've been taught to compete, all of those things. All of those are energies of survival, right? So when you are in survival, if you think flight or flight, if your body or your energy or your heart is escaping from a tiger for 20, 30, 50, 60, however long, 70 years, okay, you see how it's like the body or the energy starts to wear down and it becomes fragmented, okay? So what the ego will have you do is to try not to address it. What that emotion will look like for you, the emotions that create this fragmented energy or this flight or flight response in you, is the shame, right? Feeling not good enough, feeling guilt or feeling like there's something wrong with you, fear that you won't be loved, fear that you won't have love. These are some of the consciousness and the energies that create this fragmented energy. So what happens is that if you are attracting this type of man in your life, somewhere you need to start to let go of these energies and operate in a different way. See, you hide these feelings and emotions. On the outside, you are confident, but you just show to the world that you're doing good. If you're not meeting a man, then it's fine and good, and the right man will find you, right? But if you feel underneath that, like sort of contracted or airy, confused, all of those are symptoms of the fragmented energy of not feeling like the energy of like, of course, love is going to happen for me. I deserve this love. And when you are not vibrating this sort of energy, what you start to do is that you start to control. Please get that these are survival energies. And you start creating your world around you where you are only attracting men that are not meeting you in the same way that you want to, or you are kind of like obsessed with a guy that is not the right fit for you, and you see a guy for the first time and you think, oh, he checks all the right boxes, and you keep grabbing onto the energy of the guy because you think that it's very difficult for you to find men that are this way. Okay. So I can tell you this, I was obsessed with a guy for 10 years. Okay. Like, because I felt a lack of love growing up. Okay. And I felt like it was difficult for people to love me, but that was the belief that I had on the outside, confident. You know, this was when I was like really young, like I had great grades, great future ahead of me, etc. But in my heart, I was not allowing myself to be loved. So I have my own pattern there, but let's not focus on mine. Like each woman like can have like their own, and I help you identify exactly which one it is. The thing is that in order for you to start moving forward, you have to become aware of this. One of the main things that stop you from creating progress is the secret shame. It's the secret feeling of not feeling good enough, and a fear that if you address these things with a coach, with somebody else, that feeling is going to come up and it might turn out to be true. So I want you to see how your ego is creating a catch-22 for you. And in continuation with yesterday's video, it keeps you waiting. Oh, you know what? Let me just keep this energy with me. And then Prince Charming is going to come in and he's going to save me, in the sense of he's going to see that I'm worthy, you know? But what I see is that as a woman, we need to really embody the energy of being like whole, in the sense of being lovable, being worthy. And that energy is free flowing, it's relaxed, it's magnetic, it's actually quite big and expanded. When we're not in that energy, it's contracted, or we start to numb or disconnect from ourselves. We're worried, looking behind our back, you know, questioning about another woman. But when you are clear about this, your energy is peace, it's openness, it's clarity. Okay. So what happens when we don't let go of these things? There's denial patterns within us, fear within us, that can even affect us inside of the relationship that we're in. Okay. You might not see when things start going sideways. And I know a lot of clients who tell me, Nicole, I never realized when things started going sideways in another relationship, and they blame themselves for it. Ultimately, I want you to see how it's your responsibility to clear these lower dense vibration feelings. And because the energy is fragmented, what my methodology is that I help women clear it from their mind, from their subconscious, from their heart, from their bodies, from their hips, chakras, soul, spirit, however you want to call it, all of it integral. Okay. Because the energy is fragmented. Okay. So it might not be fully fragmented, or it might not be fragmented for you, but you might not know where you're holding on to the energy. Okay. You don't know where you're holding on to it. So the most obvious thing that people try to do, and I'm trying to save you time and energy and efforts and tears and everything by explaining this to you, is that most people just try to be like, you know what, Nicole, you're right. I love watching your videos. They really resonate with me. And they just try to say like it made sense in their mind, and they try to solve it in their mind. But you can't, you don't solve love truly just from your mind, or you don't attract it just from your mind. Okay. It's a whole being kind of thing. So I want to help you find out where you are storing that energy. Some people hold it in 1, 2, 3 places. Other people, like I said, just one. But you need to know where you're storing it, and the stories, the kind of deep stories that you're telling yourself, so you can release it, because these tends to be protective mechanisms. I want you to really get that the threat is not real. But if it's real for your unconscious, for your subconscious, for you to put yourself out there and meet an amazing man, and then feel like life is going to prove to you that you are not worthy, or that life was not going to work for you, or that things were not going to prove, you are not going to let yourself attract the one, or attract the right person for you. I really highlight this because I'm not trying to teach you fear. I'm trying to teach you power and clarity and understanding. I've had many people tell me, Nicole, thank you so much for guiding us in such a confusing thing as love. Okay. So you're not a victim to your love life. You're just insanely powerful, and you are the one that is stopping your momentum. And it's easy to hide under the energy of, no, it's just the men out there. If you are repeatedly seeing something in your life, it's because you are trying to protect yourself from something. And if you want to attract love this safe way, where you feel protected and safe, it's important to release these things and change the energy within you, so that you increase your level of self-trust in this area. You let yourself take a leap of faith and you jump, right? But it's not going to be to the unknown. You're actually first, what you're doing is that you're going to open up to have a healthy, loving, communicating like relationship with the universe, where the universe wants to guide you and show you where is it that you are exactly blocking the one from coming in. Okay? So this conversation of you being stuck, it's a whole bunch of fear. Okay? And it's legitimate fear, like of things that happened for you in the past. Now you have to, if you want the love, the real love that you want, you have to master that conversation, not through force, just in your mind, actually releasing it from the different places, because that way it's like you are lovingly healing yourself and letting go of old things. I'll put it to you this way. Imagine if you had like a kid, right? And the kid was like, or I don't want to use the example of a kid, right? Let's use the example of a teddy bear, right? And out of nowhere, like the teddy bear got like a bunch of things that hurt it. Like if it was in the grass and it had a lot of flowers, like, you know, kind of pick at it, right? You're not just going to try to grab it all like in a really horrible way and just be like, okay, I'm done with this and move on. Like if you care about the teddy, you're going to be pulling at it one by one, right? And caring for it. The same would be with a puppy, right? You're very loving with the puppy and you're very nurturing and tender with yourself in that process. That is how I see it when I see people just try to like force themselves to be magnetic or be attractive in their feminine energy just through their mind. Now, as I said in the video before, for some people, just saying something in their mind is going to work, okay? But the trick to knowing this is, if you feel still kind of fearful, if you feel kind of flighty or tense, even as you're saying this, if you notice that you're still defensive, even though you're saying something in your mind, that means that you're holding the energy somewhere else still, okay? And the energy is not communicating well with each other. If you notice that you're fearful of opening up, if you notice that you have a pang in your chest, places in you are still holding this energy and they're still trying to protect you. I want to show you how to be empowered. And because when you are empowered in the sense, you're actually going to move on. You're going to continue. You're going to move forward with your life. When you are fearful still, you are the one with this controlling, protecting energy. You are the one that's stopping the momentum from coming in. And you find yourself in this catch-22 when you are waiting for a man to come in, but you are not leading your life and letting things come in and move forward, okay? So you have to be the one that says enough. One of the greatest blessings that my dad taught to me, and I really took this to heart, you know, I'm grateful for the lesson. He said to me, Nicole, I used to get so caught up, like my mind would create so much like pent up energy or drama about moving forward, about taking choices, because I had fear or assumptions of moving forward. Like, you know, I'm going to get tired. I'm going to be stressed. Like it's going to be painful. And he told me something, Nicole, calm down. When you need to do something, you just do it. So it's like, actually getting your mind to work for you. It's like, if I need to do X to get what I want, to get the love that I want, I need to do it. Let me find the best solution that is the right fit for me. And in order to do that, I needed to learn to listen, really listen to the guidance that I was receiving from source, from God, from life. That is like the best advice that I've ever received. So I want you to really consider this and get it, because you can be the one that is holding everything back, okay? Fear is going to tell you that it's not going to be safe. But that very same thing that you say for the reason why you don't let yourself move forward or open up or even might be scared of doing this process, it's not, I don't want you to feel scared about it. That's your own defense mechanism projecting it onto the process. But I want you to trust that it's actually safe, because you're actually going to start feeling back, like in your power, not like control in a good way, you know? You're like, you know, I got this. I'm safe. I want you to really integrate the energy of safety, okay? So your mind, if it says it's going to be too much work, that's the fear that you have around love. Love is too much work. If you say that it's going to be hard, you have to believe that love is hard somewhere. So I'm going to help you release those beliefs so that love is easy. Love doesn't take a lot of work. And you can do this work in a way that really, truly nourishes you. Sorry, I had an issue with the audio there, but I wanted to really give you this insight so that it truly nourishes you and so that you move forward. Okay, like I want you to have love. I want you to have epic love. And I remember what it was like to be able to hear something but still be guarded against it, even though the information was good for me. So if you find yourself feeling a little bit guarded or fearful, find yourself just, or not necessarily guarded, but stuck, you're trying to solve an issue, there's an unconscious pattern energy that is preventing you from having it. There seems to be an issue right now with what's around me. So I wanted to really share with this message with you today. I was going to record it again, but I said, like, no, I said the information very clearly in a way that connects. And that's one of the things that happens here. Living in Panama is actually quite loud. So, ladies, you will have the power to get unstuck. Now, the issue here is that you've learned to be quite the independent person. You need to open up and let another person in, somebody that could truly guide you. It's kind of like mimicking being in a relationship and practicing just being safe already and letting it go. I want you to help you release these things because your power, your energy is so powerful. That's why you keep attracting the same type of guy, okay? And just trying to change it with your mind, in my opinion, creates a lot of nervousness for those who have that energy stored in other places. And it's important for you just to create this integral, peaceful energy about yourself where love can peacefully come in and you have the love that you want, okay? I'm grateful for my dad because he was the one who told me, Nicole, if you need to do something, you just do it. And I feel like he gave me the right tip for life. So I'm grateful for him because it's like I can identify if I need to do something. I trust myself enough to do it. Okay, I'm not gonna second guess it because I'm the creator and I'm the captain of my life, right? So ladies, let me know in the comment section what you got from this video and this message. I would love to hear from you and I'm excited for you to watch the next video. Take care.